Krishna Consciousness, वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवदीप धाम की जय, गंगा माई की जय, जमुना माई की जय, द्वारका धाम की जय, स्वामी भक्तवृंद की जय, और ग्लोरी टू और ग्लोरी टू। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
The original material world. You will exist Param, the controller. Everything. Krishna, the material world. You are existing both within and without everything, yet you are invisible to all.
So, this is the position of God, that He is everywhere. Annantarastham paramanuchayantarastham. He is within this universe. He is within the atom also. Andantarastham paramanucha. Ekapasau rachayatam jagadanda koti jachaktirasti jagadanda chayajadantam andantarastham paramanuchayantarastham govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. This is Brahma Samhita. The Lord, by expansion of one of his plenary portion, he is existing within this universe, not only within the universe but within the atom also. Anoraniyaga mahato mahiya. This is God's qualification, that He can become the greater than the greatest. Just like we have got conception, the greatest, this universe. We cannot even imagine how long, how far it is extended. But such universes are coming out from the breathing of Mahavishnu. Jakkarananavajali bhajati sma jugam nidravanantam saromakupam. From his breathing, when he exhales, innumerable universes come out, and when he inhales, all those universes again enters. Bhutta bhutta praliyat. It is generated and again annihilated. This is going on. This is one side, that universes, innumerable universes can be put into the nostril hole of the Mahavishnu. On another side, he can enter even within the atom. This is called consciousness. Anoraniyaga mahato mahiya. He is greater than the greatest. We generally say God is great, but we do not know how great He is. People say God is great, but we have no conception how great He is. He is so great that He can swallow innumerable universes within His belly. Just like when Krishna was challenged by his mother that show me your face. You say that you have not eaten the earth, your friends complain, and you say that you have not eaten, so I want to see, open your mouth. So when you open, he saw all the universes with his mouth. All the universes. He proved, my dear mother, not only little earth, but the whole universe is within my mouth. So when Mother Jashoda was astonished, she thought something illusory. All right, don't do it again. That's all. She does not know that here is the Supreme Personality of Godhead to show me His mercy has become my child. She does not know. She always thinks, he is my child. She is under my control. This is the relationship of the Supreme Personality of Godhead with His devotee. This is wanted. Simply to understand God is very great, that is not sufficient knowledge. When you deal with the great, exchange your relationship with the great, that is perfect. That is perfect. Suppose your president is very great. That's all everyone knows. President is very great. But what shall I derive out of that? When I actually deal with him, I become his friend, I become his servant, I become his secretary, I become somewhere or other. If I am related with that great personality, that is my benefit. Otherwise, what is the use? Knowing, President Nixon is very, there are so many. What I am deriving from that gate, this is Krishna consciousness. The Mayavadi philosophers, they simply remain silent. Oh, God is very great. And they cannot imagine how great He is. But a devotee can understand how great He is. He can see that innumerable universes are within the mouth of God. This is the position of devotee. This is not sufficient knowledge. God is great. God must be great. That's all right. But unless you come in dealing with that great, you cannot relish actually what is God and how great He is. So here Kunti says, Alaksang sarvabhutana. Sarvabhutana, all living entities, alaksam, you are invisible. Invisible, although antarbhi avasthitam, you are within and without. God is within yourself. Ishara sarvabhutana riddesho arjuna tisthati. Ishara, the Supreme Lord, is situated in everyone's heart. The yoga system means to see, find out that God, Paramatma, or meditate upon Him. Now the yoga system has come down as bodily exercise to keep the health very good, to reduce fat. This is yoga system. This is not yoga system. This is a bodily exercise. Real yoga is, the God is within me, but He is invisible. Alaksham. Antarbhi, although He is within and without, still I cannot see. So, meditation means concentrating the mind to find out God where He is within my heart. That is real perfection of yoga. So people do not know this science. Here it is nicely explained. The antarbhahi avasthitam, the Virat Roop, just like Arjuna wanted to see the gigantic form of God, he showed him. So we can see the gigantic form in this universe. That is described in the Bhagavatam. You have read that the big mountains, hills, they are the bones of the gigantic form. So they are described. The highest planetary system, Brahmaloka, is the head. What it is called? Skull. What is this portion? No, what is the English? This skull. So the rivers are the veins. The seas are holes like here we have got. In this way it is all described, the gigantic form. And gigantic form at the same time He is within your heart, very small form. So He is within and without. Simply we have to purify our eyes to see Him, that's all. You can see God without and within, but you cannot see with these eyes. These materially contaminated eyes or materially contaminated senses, you cannot understand by these senses. But God can be perceived, can be seen by these senses, by these eyes, when you purify it. That purificatory process is Krishna consciousness. The more you purify, the more you can see God within and without. Atasya Krishna namadi na bhaved graham indriyai. The indriyai, these senses cannot perceive, cannot see, cannot touch, cannot hear, namadi. Unless you are purified, you cannot hear also Krishna name. Unless you are purified, the name enters this ear and goes out in this ear. You see, you cannot appreciate. Therefore, purificatory process is required. People are affected with three kinds of material qualities: goodness, passion and ignorance. Generally, they are affected by the lower two qualities, ignorance and passion, rajastama. How do you know that this man is in the modes of goodness and this man is in the modes of passion and this man is in the modes of ignorance? How do you know? By the symptoms. By the symptoms. When one is affected by the lower qualities, rajastama, passion and ignorance, his symptoms are that he is very greedy and lusty. These are the symptoms. As soon as we find a person is very greedy and lusty, he is to be understood under the control of the lower grade qualities of this material nature. And Satagun means prakash, illumination. When one is situated in the goodness, that is Brahminical part. Satta, sama, dhamma, titikha. He is truthful. He is controlling the mind, controlling the senses, sama, dhamma, titikha. He is tolerant, titikha, arjava. He is simple simplicity. Samadhamatitikha, Suchi, he is clean. Jnanam, he knows things, what it is. Vijnanam, he can apply the knowledge in practical life. Jnanam, astikam. Astikam means to have firm faith in God. He knows that God is there. God is there, and he knows that God is within, God is without. These are the symptoms of a person who is in goodness. So these three classes of men are there. The Krishna consciousness movement means to bring persons from the wretched, low qualities, ignorance and passion, to bring him to the platform of goodness. And that goodness also has to be purified. In the material world, the goodness is also attacked by the other lower qualities. Big man, very good man, but there are so many defects. Because unless, first of all, we have come to the platform of goodness, Brahminical position, then you have to purify that goodness, Sattang Visuddham, Visuddha Satta, Vasudeva Sabdhi, Vasudeva platform. Then he will be able to understand what is God. It is not so cheap thing that one can understand God so easily while he is in the modes of material nature, especially the lower grade modes. So at the present moment, most people, they are in the lower grades of the material quality, ignorance and passion. Therefore you see all over the world, Rajastama bhava, kamalobha, every man is greedy and lusty. Every man. So, in this position, it is very difficult. Alaksang sarvabhutana. So unless you change this quality can be changed. It is not that it is stereotype. How these European, American boys and girls, they are coming to Krishna consciousness. How? They have changed their quality. By the process, we have got this process. In this process, we can change the quality. That process is explained in the Bhagavad-gita. Manchabhya vicharini bhakti yogina ja sevate sagunan samatittaitan brahma bhuvaya kalpate. Krishna says, one who is engaged in my unalloyed service of Bhyavicharini, no adulteration, pure devotional service. Mancha Bhyavicharini bhakti yogina ja sevate, one who is engaged in the service of the Lord, purified, unalloyed. Unalloyed means no motive. No motive. Annavilasita sunnam. Other motives completely zero. Generally they go to temple, to church, to or mosque, generally. They go with a motive, just like in the Christian world. They go that gods must be water supply. We shall pray to God and He must supply. Then I accept God. This is the condition. And if He does not supply my order, I don't care for this one. So they are not going to become servant of God. They want to make God His servant. God give us our daily bread. That's all right, God is giving daily bread. Why you are asking, bothering God? He is supplying food to so millions and trillions of living entities. Why not to you? He will supply. That is not our problem. The God will supply our bread. He is supplying without asking. Do the animals go and to the church and ask for bread? But they are getting sufficient. They are getting sufficient. Therefore, God consciousness does not mean any motive to take from some God, something from God. That is not God consciousness. You give everything to God. That is God consciousness. Just like the conception of accepting God as child, and that is a better conception to accept God as Father, because from Father we simply take away. Father, give me this, give me that, give me that, give me that. And if you accept God as child, then you have to give everything. This is Gaudiya Vaishnava conception. Jasodamai. He has accepted, he is worshipping God as child, so that she is always engaged. The Krishna may not be in any inconvenience about his body, about his comfort. Always, Mother Jasoda is anxious that Krishna is now very naughty. He may not capture some monkey, he may not fall down on the water, he may not be burnt in the fire. Always anxious. Because this is Krishna consciousness. She is always anxious to give protection to Krishna. The best service. Krishna does not require anyone's service. He is complete, Purnam. But for pleasing his devotee, he becomes dependent. He is bothering Mother, I am hungry, why don't you give me food? I will steal butter, your stock. So this philosophy, Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy, is very sublime, to accept God as subordinate. Krishna says in the Chaitanya-Charitamrta, you will find, everyone worships me with awe and veneration. But if anyone worships me without any awe, veneration, and treats me as insignificant, I like that. I like that. So, that exchange of Krishna's feeling you can find in this Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. That Mother Jasoda is treating Krishna as very insignificant. He is my child. If I don't give him protection, he will die. Therefore, Krishna is very much obliged to Mother Jasoda. Yes. But everyone comes to God, oh God, you are so exalted. That he is hearing throughout. But when the Mother Jasoda comes and chastises him, he likes it very much. Yes. Likes it very much. So, Krishna, although he happened to be nephew of Kunti. Kunti was Krishna's father's sister. But because he was devotee, she knew that Krishna also, although she is playing the part of my nephew, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore she said, Namaste Purusham Tadyam Isharam Prakite Para. You are Ishara. You are the controller. What kind of controller? There are so many food controller and house controller, this you have got. No, not that kind of controller. Prakite Para. You are controller, your position is beyond this material world. Prakite. Prakriti means this material world. Prakriti para. That means these controllers within this material world, they are produced at a certain date and they will be finished at a certain date. These controllers, just like your president, Nixon, he is a controller of your country, but his controlling power is given at a certain date and it will be finished at a certain date. So, Kunti says, you are not that kind of controller. That your controlling power begins at a certain date and finishes at a certain date. That is Prakriti para. In the Prakriti, within the material nature, we have got some controlling power, everyone. But that has the beginning and end. As our life begins and ends, everything here in this material world, it has a beginning and end. But Krishna's controlling power is not like that. He says, she says, Namasri Purusham Ta Adyam. You are the original person. You have created this cosmos. So, before the creation of the cosmos, you were controller. And when the cosmos will end, you will remain controller. Therefore, Prakriti para. Within the Prakriti, within the material nature, everything has got beginning and end, limited. You are not that kind of controller. Prakriti para. Eternal. The another understanding is that because Krishna is controller beyond this material nature, therefore he is not a product of this material nature. The Mayavadi philosophers, they cannot understand. They are poor fond of knowledge. If God has created this material world, then he must not be anything of this material world. Because before creation he was existing, and after creation, after annihilation he will remain, then how he can be anything of this material world? Material world, anything has got a beginning and end. But God is beyond this material world. He was existing. He said, let there be creation. Just like in your Bible it is said. So there was creation. So how he can be one of the created beings? By his wish there was creation. Then another thing is, then his desires, his wish, they are nothing of this material world. They are spiritual. Prakriti para means superior to this material world. In the Bhagavad-gita you understand, there are two kinds of nature, para and apara. So this material nature is apara. Aparayam itastru vidhi me prakritim para. Aparayam, bhumi rapana vayu. The land, water, fire, air, sky, these five elements, they are described in the Bhagavad-gita. Bhinna me prakriti astadha. They are separated energy, inferior quality energy. But beyond this inferior quality energy, I have got another superior quality of energy. What is that? Jiva bhuta. You can understand. The jiva, the living entity. Jayadam dharjate. Because jiva bhuta, we living entities, we are superior than the matter. Because we are controlling the matter. Just like we have been in the river side, so many things, material things we saw. But who has made it? The living entities. The matter has not come into so many forms without the touch of the living entity. Everyone can understand. The big seeds, how it has come into existence. Because a living entity, plant, engineer how to do it, and he brought material things and he manufactured it. Therefore, these inferior energies, the material things, they are subordinate to the spiritual energy. Therefore, Krishna, when he is Prakriti Para, he is beyond this material nature, his body, his activities, his pastimes, his name, his form, everything, it is not material. Therefore Krishna says in the Bhagavad-gita, Janma karma me dibbam ju janati tattata. If anyone simply tries to understand Krishna as he is in truth, then he becomes liberated. Simply by understanding Krishna. This is Krishna Consciousness movement. You try to understand Krishna, not by speculation, but as Krishna says, as God says, or a Krishna devotee says, just like one Kunti. Kunti is a devotee of Krishna. She says that you are Prakriti Para. She is authority. She is authority because devotee, every devotee, pure devotee, they are confidential. Otherwise, how Krishna has accepted to become her nephew, just like Krishna has accepted to become the son of Jasodamai or Devaki. Similarly, he has accepted to become a nephew of Kunti Devi. This prayer was offered by Kunti when Krishna was taking leave after establishing them, after the battle of Kurukshetra, when everything was settled up, and Krishna was going back to Dwarka. So he came to offer his respect to his aunt Kunti Devi, and when the farewell was taking place, Kunti offered this prayer to Krishna. Namaste, Namaste. He happens to be nephew, but he is offering his obeisances. Because he knows he is playing the part of my nephew, but he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, although she is superior in position, because aunt, she is offering Namaste, I offer my respectful obeisance to you. This is the position. So, God is invisible for the persons who has no energy is not different from the energetic, therefore the whole world is Krishna. God is invisible for the persons who has no eyes to see him. Alaksam, although he is everywhere. Annantarasthang paramanu chayantarasthang idam visham bhagavan. This visham, this universe, is the transformation of the energy of Krishna. Therefore, the energy is not different from the energetic. Therefore, the whole world is Krishna. Whole world is Krishna. So, we have to make our eyes. And that eyes can be purified, as it is stated in the Brahma Samhita. Premanyana churita bhakti bilochanena santas sadaiva hridayeshu bilokaya. Santa, those who are saintly persons, those who have developed love for God, prema, that anjana, that ointment we have smeared the ointment of love on the eyes, then just like we apply sometimes ointment and surma, what is called in English, surma, this powder or something. Anyway, so when our eyes are cleansed, we think clearly. Similarly, if we apply the ointment of love of God on the eyes, then we can see God. Just like what Krishna, Kunti is seeing. Others, they do not understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But the Pandavas and the Pandavas' mother, they know that here is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God. Alaksam. Just like Krishna was exhibiting his Virat Rupa in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, only Arjuna was seeing, nobody else. So, God reveals himself to the devotee. Although, just like Prahlad Maharaj was seeing that Nrsimhadev has come, and his father, atheist father, he was challenging, where is your God? So, God is everywhere, but he is not visible to the non-devotee. But one who is devotee, he can see not only once. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva. Sadaiva means always. He is seeing always Krishna. That is the position of saintly person. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hridayeshu, in the heart, bilokanti, they see. So, if you can see God, you can talk with God, if you can go back to home, back to God, why should you lose this opportunity? This opportunity is in the human being. You can see God, you can talk with God, you can go back home, back to God. Everything is possible, and that is Krishna Consciousness. Thank you very much.
हरे कृष्ण। तो हम रिवीजन करेंगे थोड़े प्रश्न उत्तरों के साथ। तो पहला प्रश्न है कि यहाँ पे बताया गया है कि भगवान जो है ही इज़ ग्रेटर देन द ग्रेटेस्ट एंड स्मॉलर देन द स्मॉलेस्ट, अनोर अणिया महतो महिया। तो इसको कैसे प्रभुपाद जी ने एक्सप्लेन किया है, किस एग्जाम्पल से एक्सप्लेन किया है? कैसे भगवान एक्चुअली में, प्रभुपाद जी कहते हैं, लोग कहते हैं कि गॉड इज़ ग्रेट बट दे डू नॉट नो हाउ ग्रेट ही इज़। तो इसको प्रभुपाद ने एक्सप्लेन किया है अनोर अनियान महतो महिया से। कैसे एक्सप्लेन किया है, हाउ गॉड इज़ ग्रेट, ऐसे कह सकते हैं।
God is great. This is what Prabhupada has described in this lecture. He is just been available in the smallest particle, in an atom also. And while he has just taken the earth in his mouth, and his mother Yashoda told him to open the mouth, and he has seen the whole universe in the mouth of the. So he is the smallest and he is the biggest of the everything.
Thank you, Haribo. Yes. One side that innumerable universes can put into the nostrils of the whole of Mahavishnu, another side he can enter within that. वही सेम चीज़ है। उसका एक एग्जाम्पल है, कृष्णा का एग्जाम्पल है। कृष्णा ने विराट रूप भी दिखाया था और मदर यशोदा को भी मुख में पूरा ब्रह्मांड दिखाया था। All the universe can enter into his belly. Thank you. Next question. तो simply to understand God is great is not sufficient. Why and why it is not sufficient, and how to actually gain benefit out of this understanding that God is great. Yes, Prabhu.
प्रभुपाद जी इसमें बता रहे हैं कि गॉड जो है वो ग्रेट है, पर उनके साथ में रिलेशनशिप भी इस्टेब्लिश करना चाहिए, जैसे भक्तों का रिलेशनशिप होता है। तो प्रभुपाद जी एक एग्जांपल देते हैं, जैसे कोई प्रेसिडेंट की एग्जांपल देते हैं कि प्रेसिडेंट का सर्वेंट होता है और उसका सेक्रेटरी होता है, उसका रिलेशनशिप होता है प्रेसिडेंट के साथ। तो वैसे ही ये काफ़ी नहीं है कि प्रेसिडेंट कौन है, तो वैसे ही भगवान को भी जानना है काफ़ी नहीं कि भगवान ग्रेट है, भगवान के साथ रिलेशनशिप भी होना चाहिए।
उससे बेनिफिट होगा। बेनिफिट तो उसी से होगा जब डील करेंगे उस व्यक्ति के, ग्रेट व्यक्ति के साथ डील करेंगे तो वो बेनिफिट होगा ना, सिर्फ जानना सफिशिएंट नहीं है। ऐसे ही प्रभुपाद जी इसमें उदाहरण देते हैं कि कई लोग सिर्फ ये जानते हैं, दो कैटेगरीज ऑफ ट्रांसेंडेंटलिस्ट हैं इसमें, जो जानते हैं और जो डील करते हैं। कौन है जो सिर्फ इतना इंफॉर्मेशन रखते हैं? यस,
प्रभुपाद जी मायावादी को बता रहे हैं वो जानते हैं भगवान को, दूसरे मायावादी इसको बता रहे हैं कि जानते हैं वो भगवान को, पर जो डीलिंग करते हैं वो भक्त हैं, वो डिवोटीज हैं जो भगवान के साथ डीलिंग करते हैं,
उनको बेनिफिट होता है, मायावादियों को बेनिफिट नहीं होता। थैंक यू, हरि बोल। तो यहाँ पर लिख रहे हैं अंतर बहिर अवस्थित, अलक्ष्यम सर्वभूतानाम अंतर बहिर अवस्थित, भगवान अंदर भी है बाहर भी है। तो इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में प्रभुपाद जी परफेक्शन ऑफ योगा बोलते हैं कि व्हाट इज द परफेक्शन ऑफ योगा, रियल परफेक्शन ऑफ योगा। यस प्रभु जी।
Generally nowadays the people have just been thinking to making the body exercise, and that is yoga, just to keep it fit. What actually yoga is just to associate with the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, so that we will be able to appreciate his activities. That is the real yoga.
Associating and meditating. Meditation means concentrating the mind to find out God where He is within my heart. That is real perfection of yoga. अंदर हैं लेकिन अंदर उनको देख पाना, उनसे एसोसिएट कर पाना। थैंक यू। तो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज कि अलक्ष्यम, कोई देख नहीं पाता है, अंदर भी हैं बाहर भी हैं, तो व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ सीइंग गॉड, हाउ टू सी गॉड? ये पूरे लेक्चर में ज़्यादातर यही था, हाउ टू सी गॉड। यस, आदि आगे। और क्यों नहीं देख पा रहे हैं? व्हाट इज द फ्लॉ इन आवर आईज?
वी हैव टू प्योरीफाई आवरसेल्व्स।
यस, कंटैमिनेशन है, कंटैमिनेशन
तो हम प्योरीफाई करेंगे, प्योरीफाई हम कर सकते हैं कृष्णा कॉन्शियस बनकर।
यस, थैंक यू। थोड़ा और इलैबोरेट करना चाहेंगे कोई वक्त? सही बोला आपने प्रभु जी, थोड़ा इलैबोरेशन कर सकते हैं। अमित प्रभु, इधर दो अमित हैं, दोनों अमित कि चलो इधर से उधर पहुंच गया, बोलो।
तो इसमें बता रहे हैं, प्रभुपाद जी बता रहे थे कि हम भगवान को जब हम अपनी आइज़ को प्यूरीफाई करेंगे तो ही हम भगवान को देख सकते हैं, विद इन एंड विदाउट, जस्ट बाय प्यूरीफाइंग आवर आइज़। और बता रहे हैं कि क्यों हम नहीं देख पा रहे, क्योंकि मटेरियल आइज़ के थ्रू हम भगवान को नहीं देख पाएंगे, और ये जो मटेरियल सेंसेस का जो कंटेमिनेशन है उसके कारण हम भगवान को नहीं देख पाएंगे।
यस, एंड ये प्यूरिफिकेशन का प्रोसेस क्या है? व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ प्यूरिफिकेशन? सिंपल आंसर,
unalloyed devotional service to me.
Yes, and devotional service या Krishna consciousness. That purification process is Krishna consciousness. अतः श्री कृष्ण नाम आदि न भवित ग्राह्यम इंद्रिये सेवन मुखे ही जीवन। डिवोशनल सर्विस ही आया उधर, स्वयं एवं स्फुरत्यता। तो इसमें प्रभुपाद जी एक चीज़ और बताते हैं कि ये कंटैमिनेशन बेसिकली जो मटेरियल कंटैमिनेशन है ये कहाँ से आता है? यस
जी, जो इसमें बताया है कि रजस तमो भाव, ड्यू टू द लोअर मटेरियल क्वालिटीज, पैशन एंड इग्नोरेंस, दीज कंटैमिनेशन कम।
उसको आइडेंटिफाई कैसे करते हैं?
because that passion means Prabhupada जी बता रहे थे किस प्रकार से greedy and lustful
हाँ,
desires
काम लोभाश्च। यस, ऐसे सत्वगुण की क्वालिटीज भी बता रहे थे, प्रकाश और ये सारी क्वालिटीज बता रहे थे, ब्राह्मणिकल क्वालिटी सत्यम समो दमो तितिक्षा। पर इसमें भी भगवान को नहीं देख पाएंगे अगर सत्व गुण में भी। प्रभुपाद जी वैसे बोलते हैं कि आवर कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस मूवमेंट मीन्स टू ब्रिंग अ पर्सन फ्रॉम द रेचेड लो क्वालिटीज ऑफ इग्नोरेंस टू द एंड पैशन टू ब्रिंग हिम टू द प्लेटफॉर्म ऑफ गुडनेस, बट दैट इज ऑल्सो नॉट सफिशिएंट। तो व्हाट इज द प्लेटफॉर्म टू सी गॉड, टू अंडरस्टैंड गॉड?
प्रभुपाद बताते हैं कि सत्वगुण भी रजोगुण और तमोगुण से कंटेमिनेट हो जाता है। तो प्रभुपाद लिखते हैं भगवद गीता के 14 अध्याय का 26वां श्लोक कि माम चयो व्यभिचारेण भक्ति योगेन सेवते। तो फिर सगुणान समतीतान ब्रह्म भूयाय कल्पते, कि अगर कोई अव्यभिचारिणी भक्ति करता है तो फिर वो तीनों गुणों से परे हो सकता है, फिर वो भगवान के दर्शन कर सकता है।
यस, हरि वो सत्वम विशुद्धम, विशुद्ध सत्व प्लेटफॉर्म, वसुदेव प्लेटफॉर्म, then you will be able to understand what is God. वही सही चीज है, अव्यभिचारिणी भक्ति। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। दो चीजें बताई थी प्रभुपाद जी ने, what is God consciousness and what is not God consciousness, दो चीजें बताई थी। यस प्रभु।
प्रभुपाद जी ऑर्डर सप्लायर की बात कर रहे हैं।
हाँ।
जैसे कुछ डिवोटी होते हैं वो चर्च आते हैं और कहते हैं गिव मी डेली ब्रेड, तो
हाँ।
भगवान को ऑर्डर सप्लायर देते हैं, और भगवान तो अपने आप ही मिलियंस और ट्रिलियंस जीवात्मा को दे रहा है, पर जो डिवोटी होता है वो भगवान को सर्व करता है। जैसे माता यशोदा जो है वो अपने चाइल्ड के रूप में उसको सर्व कर रही है, दैट मीन्स सर्विंग, नॉट टेकिंग, बस गिविंग टू कृष्णा। ये डिफरेंस।
यस, थैंक यू। तो हमारा क्या कंसेप्शन होना चाहिए एज अ गॉड या वैष्णवा, किसको हम आइडियल मानते हैं?
तो उसमें चाइल्ड को,
चाइल्ड इन गॉड या वैष्णव परंपरा में वी जस्ट have trust on God. He is feeding to so many jivas, some minute jivas he has been feeding. In case he has been feeding to everybody, while he will not feed us, why we should beg for anything else? He has just been creating for everybody. This is the Vaishnava concept.
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. That is God consciousness, to give God everything, not to take from God.
Yes, you have to give whatever you are in your possession to Lord Krishna.
तो इसमें हमारा आइडियल कौन है, आदर्श कौन है? एग्जाम्पल in God consciousness, Gaudiya Vaishnava में। Yes, Yashoda Ma, he is our ideal life. ठीक है, give everything to Krishna. Okay. So यहाँ पर यशोदा माई का पूरा प्रभुपाद ने व्याख्यान किया था किस तरह से she is anxious about the protection of Krishna, कि एंड कृष्णा लाइक्स इट ऑल्सो, कृष्णा की कोई उन्हें चेस्टाइज करे। और फिर आगे कुंती महारानी के बारे में बताते हैं कि कुंती महारानी भगवान को नमस्य पुरुषम त्वाद्यम ईश्वरम जो वर्ड है कंट्रोलर, और प्रकृति परम ये वर्ड से कौन से कंट्रोलर, जो कि इस भौतिक प्रकृति के परे हैं। तो कंट्रोलर और जो कृष्णा का कंट्रोलरशिप है उसमें नॉर्मल कंट्रोलर और कृष्णा कैसे सुपीरियर कंट्रोलर हैं, कि कैसे समझाया प्रभुपाद ने प्रकृति परम वर्ड से? कौन है, किस बोलो?
प्रभुपाद जी कह रहे हैं इसमें कि कृष्णा मटेरियल, बियॉन्ड मटेरियल नेचर है।
कैसे जो कंट्रोलर बियॉन्ड मटेरियल नेचर है उसका क्या क्वालिटीज हैं, क्या कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैं? दो अंडरस्टैंडिंग प्रभुपाद ने दी थी। प्रभु जी
प्रभुपाद जी बता रहे थे कि भौतिक जगत में जो भी कंट्रोलर है उसका एक स्टार्टिंग डेट है और एंडिंग डेट है ना, बट लेकिन भगवान ऐसे कंट्रोलर नहीं है, मेरे को स्टार्ट डेट एंड डेट नहीं होता।
नो एक्सपायरी डेट। एक और अंडरस्टैंडिंग थी,
और एक
ये तो सही है, हरी बोल। इसमें प्रेसिडेंट निक्सन का एग्जांपल भी देते हैं कि उन्होंने ज्वाइन किया एक डेट को और फिर एक डेट को छोड़ना पड़ेगा।
और प्रभुपाद बताते हैं कि अगर भगवान प्रकृति से परे हैं, तो जो मायावादी कहते हैं कि उनका जो शरीर है और उनका नाम है वो सब भौतिक है, तो प्रभुपाद समझाते हैं कि नहीं, वो प्रकृति से परे हैं, वो भौतिक नहीं है, वो दिव्य है। प्रभुपाद और जन्म कर्म च में दिव्य बताते हैं कि कैसे उनके जन्म और कर्म साधारण नहीं है, वो परे हैं, दिव्य हैं।
Another understanding is that because Krishna is controller beyond material nature, therefore he is not the product of material nature. उसमें समझाते हैं कि वो सृष्टि होने से पहले भी हैं और सृष्टि खत्म होने के बाद भी हैं, तो सृष्टि का पार्ट नहीं होने चाहिए ना, सृष्टि का इज नॉट अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ मटेरियल नेचर। यस, थैंक यू प्रभु जी। हरि बोल। हाँ, अब आद्यम पुरुषम उसी से समझा रहे हैं ना कि कैसे वो प्रकृति के परे वाले ईश्वर हैं, इज नॉट द पार्ट ऑफ दिस मटेरियल नेचर। आद्य हैं, बिफोर भी वो थे, आदि पुरुष हैं और आफ्टर भी वो रहेंगे। पुरुषम तो आद्यम। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, जस्ट इन द लास्ट फेज। इस पे काफी प्रभुपाद जी चर्चा करते हैं, प्रकृति में पराओं पे। ओके, तो लास्ट में प्रभुपाद जी बताते हैं कि हाउ वन कैन सी ऑलवेज गॉड, भगवान को सर्वदा सर्वत्र कैसे देख सकते हैं ब्रह्म संहिता के अनुसार। चलो उनको लास्ट क्वेश्चन।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। प्रभु जी, इसमें प्रभुपाद जी बताते हैं, ब्रह्मा जी वो श्लोक बोलते हैं, प्रेम आंजन चुरित भक्ति विलोचन है ना, संता सदैव हृदय विलोकयन्ति, कि मतलब जो प्रेम अंजन है, जो कहते हैं प्रेम का अंजन है, वो मतलब भक्त अपने मतलब कहते हैं आँखों में मतलब सदैव लगा के रखते हैं, मतलब
यस, जो ऑइंटमेंट ऑफ लव है, ऑइंटमेंट ऑफ लव से हर जगह देख सकते हैं। उसके दो एग्जाम्पल देते हैं प्रभुपाद जी, कैसे कौन कौन भक्त थे ऐसे भक्त जिनका ऑइंटमेंट था और वो हर जगह देख रहे थे, या वो देख पा रहे थे एटलीस्ट कृष्ण को।
एग्जाम्पल दे रहे थे कि पांडवास
कुंती महारानी
का एग्जांपल दिया, किस प्रकार से दे आर प्योर डिवोटीज ऑफ द लॉर्ड, दैट्स व्हाई दे वर एबल टू सी गॉड एवरीवेयर।
एंड वन मोर एग्जांपल,
प्रभुपाद प्रहलाद महाराज का उदाहरण देते हैं।
प्रहलाद महाराज का उदाहरण देते हैं।
भगवान नरसिंह देव को देख पा रहे थे, जबकि जो हिरण्यकशिपु थे वो चैलेंज कर रहे थे भगवान,
वो नहीं देख पा रहे थे। ओके, सो व्हाट अपॉर्चुनिटी Krishna consciousness movement is giving to the human beings? Last part में बोला, what is the opportunity given by Krishna consciousness movement, Prabhuji, to the human beings?
We can see God, we can talk to God, and can go back to God.
हरि बोल। चल प्रभुजी ने कंक्लूड कर दिया। हरे कृष्णा। जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
जय प्रभुपाद, जय प्रभुपाद, प्रभुपाद, जय प्रभुपाद, जय श्रील प्रभुपाद। जय श्रील प्रभुपाद, 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 प्रभुपाद। Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, भगवत वाणी ग्रंथराज श्रीमद भागवतम की जय। हरे कृष्ण।